probably just a few minutes early. That's pretty shocking, eh? Why does it say Sunday service Christmas in October when I didn't update it? Let me see if I can do that now. Does it matter? We have some real trouble with that. No, I don't want to do that. Damn. Discard. Sorry. Did not mean to say damn on the internet. Dum dum dum. Why is that still going? It always does that. Okay. Let's just put this up. Hey, Glennis. And Laura. It's nice to have a cup of tea with you and Ron Glennis on Monday. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. What do they say? Never do movies or films with dogs or children. With animals or children? Something like that, anyway. Yeah, so I'm doing mainly music tomorrow, so I'm really, really excited about that. Hey, Laura, it's cool. Yikes, better not move too quickly. My camera doesn't like it. It's probably just a little bit freaked out. Yeah, I haven't done mainly music, well, since lockdown Mark II happened. So I'm so excited to see all of my mainly music mums and dads and nanas and kids. Can't wait to see the kids. I love it so much. I love the mainly music kids, and I love watching them come. Some of them come as tiny babies, and just watching them grow, and eventually one day they'll start doing the actions, and when they sometimes arrive, you know, they're really shy, and then they slowly start to talk to you, and before you know it, you can't stop them talking, and they're telling you their whole life story and all of the secrets, and I love it. So if you are a mainly music mum, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you're not a mainly music mum but you'd like to come along, then feel free to do that. It's a really cool group of people that we have coming, and we have a great time. So hi Christine and Colin and Kerry, nice to see you guys. How are you guys going, Colin and Kerry, over there? I just quickly read a bit of an article saying that you'd had some new cases or something like that hadn't been reported properly or something. So let us know how you're going. We are really interested in thinking about you guys all the time. Tonight, I just wanted to talk about the wariness of everybody. Not wary as in W-A-R-Y, but wary as in W-E-A-R-Y. And so many people are feeling really fatigued. Colin says they're fine in South Australia. That's great to hear. Oh no, that's my baby's woken up. Oh my gosh, I hope she goes back to sleep. Oh. She's not going to. She's just going to scream and scream. Yay. Anyway, look, hopefully... can you hear her screaming, by the way, people? If you can, somebody give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, hopefully she will find a dummy and go back to sleep. She's been very out of sorts since daylight saving. She's just at the stage of going down to 1 day sleep, and so the two things at once has not been a good mix for her. She's been in bed asleep for half an hour, and so something's woken her, probably the dog barking, and now she thinks she's had a day nap. So, sorry, I'm just getting my other computer just so that I can just read you this part of the scripture that I was just having a bit of a read of before. And it says, this is a bit, it says, where are we? Let me just find the scripture reference so that you can go and have a read of it too. It's Matthew, I think. Matthew 11. And I don't have my mouse, so I'm having to do this the slow way. Matthew 11, verse 28 to 30. And I'm reading it in the Message because that's just, it's a really good way to read this verse, I think. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unenforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. I love where it says, get away with me and you'll recover your life. And I think that a lot of what's happened lately for us is that, as I was saying on Sunday, for those of you who, were maybe listening, we've been robbed of so much through this whole COVID-19 thing. Come away with me and you'll recover your life. And I think that acknowledging, just hang on a minute, I'm just going to have to just get up and turn that off, otherwise you guys must be able to hear it all. So I'm just moving my table because I'm on my sofa, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I feel like we've had to force ourselves to do so much, and when we're all feeling, people are feeling weary, and it might not be everybody. Some people might be coping with this really well and not, it have not affected them, but I expect it will have affected everybody in some way. And it's not just lockdown, there's just so much going on in the world, all of this, fancy having an election amidst all of this, because elections are exhausting anyway, listening to all of the stuff that goes on with an election on the news, or seeing it on social media. And then there are so many other things that are facing us. The conspiracy theories are off the chart, and if it's something that you're struggling with, then feel free to talk to somebody about it. Feel free to talk to me about it. Feel free to unfollow people on Facebook if you're not coping with some of the things that they're posting. And I guess just use a little bit of wisdom in what you listen to and what you watch. I've had to unfollow some people, and that doesn't mean that I'll stay unfollowing them forever, but it does mean, sorry, my hair's just annoying me. It does mean that I don't have to listen to that at this stage, and I will come back to listening to it, listening to them and following them again. So I'm going to sip my tea. I want to encourage people. I want to encourage everybody. I want to encourage myself to slow down and to just be kind to ourselves. That, like I say, with so much going on. And so that's why this verse, I just loved it. I'm going to read it again. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me, Jesus says. Get away with me and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take real rest. Something that I've been saying, that's not in the Bible, something that I've been saying all year is I'm tired, I'm exhausted. And hey Libby, and it's not a tiredness that sleep will fix. It's a weariness. Does anybody else just feel weary? Oh no, my computer's going to sleep. Sorry. Yeah. So just hang on a minute. I'm just going to tattoo with that. The verse says, I'll show you how to take a real rest. Now, for me, a real rest would be doing something creative. So, not having to think about anything else, but being able to just stop and do the thing that makes me feel, creative. And it, for me, last week it was I made a kākahu, so a feather cloak, but only with a few feathers. What is it that you do that makes you feel rested? Maybe you could put that in the comments just so that we can see. I know that I was talking with Stan, and for Stan it was getting out in the bush. For some people it might be sitting with friends. For some people it might be being on your own. Some people it might be going for a drive, or getting into nature. So it's lots of different things that help us to feel like we are really rested. So I want to encourage everybody to try and do that this week. Take some time amidst your schedule, whether it's busy or not busy. Sometimes just because we're not busy doesn't mean we don't feel weary, and it also doesn't mean that we don't have time or make time to do those things that fill our soul, because that's what it is. It's about our soul needs to be filled. So what is it that you can do that will fill your soul, that will maybe help connect you to Jesus? It will help still your mind. I know that for me, that's what being creative does. It helps just still my mind, and yet sometimes my best times of thinking are also when I'm being creative, when I've got something to do with my hands and no distractions. Walk with me and work with me, Jesus says. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. I just want to go back to that where it says, I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. And we always hear that saying that God says, that people say God won't give you anything that you can't handle. That's actually not true. There are a lot of things in our lives that we can't handle, but God walks beside us during and through those times, and that's what this is saying. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. So He'll be right there beside us and walking our journey with us, and that's what makes it light and easy, is knowing that He's there, and that He knows the beginning from the end, and that He's just faithful through all of that. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be about it, because my baby is is screaming, and that's not fair on her if I just leave her while I sit and babble on with you guys. So take some time, have coffee with a friend, remember to breathe, and look at these glasses, they are so wonky. Hopefully I'll see some of you at church on Sunday, but you know what, I would never want to put more pressure onto anybody, and so if you need to be watching online rather than coming to church, I understand that, but it is really nice to be able to be back together. So I would encourage you, if you can, come to church, come to fellowship with other believers, and just share your burden and share your load, and to worship Jesus even though we're doing it differently. So ka kite anō, aroha nui, love you all, and I'm just thinking of Colin and Kerry. thinking of you guys so much, and can't wait till one day you'll be able to come over to New Zealand for a holiday, and we'll be able to see you face to face. Kanohi ki te kanohi. So see you all later. Thanks for joining me. I did see, just before I go, I think the baby stopped crying, but I did see this other pastor. He's an American guy, and he does a thing called Wisdom Wednesday, and I just thought, I love, that's cool, Colin. I love Westy Wednesday, and I love that I can have a baby screaming in the background and a dog barking, and I don't have anything prepared. I honestly do not have anything prepared. I literally sat down before I pushed the streaming button and found that verse. And you still come and listen and come and watch, and I hope that you get some wisdom out of it. Not Wisdom Wednesday, just Westy Wednesday.